Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host for this episode of Morning Coffee and Crochet. And I'm really glad that you're here with me today. And let me see if I can adjust this just a little bit. And I have to remember to look over here today to see you. Okay. Yay. Okay, guys. So last week was a lot of fun for me. I hope that you enjoyed the videos that we put out for you last week. It was really an impromptu trip, not something that was really over planned. We were just like, let's get out of here. When can we do it? Okay, 2 weeks. Yeah, let's do it. And so we, got ready, jumped in the car, and we had a trip. And it was so much fun. If you caught any of the episodes that we did while we were in the Great Smoky Mountains, it was me and my mom and my cousin Lori and her mom. And my mom and her mom are sisters. So it was just a really neat trip to get together and just to visit with one another and reconnect with one another. It was just a lot of fun. So, hey, Robin, good morning. Good morning. It's so good to see you. And I hope that, everybody had a great week last week. And this week too. Today is Friday. We got home Wednesday evening, probably about 5 o'clock, a little bit after 5. And it was, a really nice trip. We left at 5 in the morning and we got home at 5 in the evening. When you travel with, people, you can get there faster. But when you're, taking breaks and doing a little shopping, we went to Adcock Pecan Shop and got some pecans, and they were so good. We went to Buc-ee's. It was my first time at Buc-ee's, and I did a little short little live. The network coverage there wasn't the greatest, so that video is not the greatest. But it was a lot of fun just to see that store. It was huge. It was the biggest convenience store I've ever seen. And it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 8 or 10 Wawas. And, it was just really nice to go in and see it. So we had fun. But we did a lot of crochet while we were gone. And I'm going to show you one thing that I started creating last week. And it was a lot of fun. I had this yarn. It's the Karen Cotton Cakes yarn. And this pattern right here. And so I started it and I really liked it. I really did. The pattern is called Calico Flowers Crochet Scarf. And I'm sure if you go to, if you Google that title, or if you go to Yarnspirations, I'm sure that they'll have the pattern online for free. So I really like it. Calico Flowers Crochet Scarf. And this colorway it's called Rose Whisper. So the Rose Whisper, it's not as bright and, as cheerful and as bright and as many colors as the pattern example picture. And at first I wasn't sure if I was going to like it because it kind of started out with a tan, but it's getting into the roses now, and I think I like it. Now, I also have to tell you, when I first started it, I had to read the instructions like 3 or 4 times for each row because it just it was perfect instructions. They were perfect instructions. But you know how sometimes when you get something into your brain and it just doesn't make sense until you actually start doing it. And so I think I overthought it a little bit too much when I was starting to crochet it. And I should have just said, okay, it says to do this. Let me do this. Okay. Well, that doesn't feel right. Hey, Maureen. It's good to see you. Good to see you. And I'm a little late too. I didn't start on time this morning. I am actually on my phone right now because I could not get my laptop to wake up. Hey, good morning, Lori. Lori's got coffee. And so I couldn't get my laptop to wake up this morning. It was like, I had a break. I like it. I'm not going to do it. So this is the first circle that I did with that pattern. And, that turned out really good. And then you do these half circles and then like you build on it. So like this circle went onto this one, and then this one went onto this one, and then this one went onto that one, and then this one, and then this one. So I really only have like two different motifs to follow. One is for the full circle and one is for the half circles. So once you get the full circle done, then you just keep doing half circles. So now that I'm on my fifth half circle and I just finished my fifth half circle, I'm finally starting to feel comfortable with it. So don't worry if when you're working a project, if you feel a little uncomfortable, it's okay, because the more you do it, the more comfortable you'll get with it. I'm going to turn my camera down just a little bit so that I can show you. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, okay. I'm going to actually just tilt it. So when we were in Tennessee, Lori comes out of the room and she says, here, I made this necklace. So look at this necklace. Look how pretty it is. And she crocheted and she used some artistic, it's like a ladder yarn, and she crocheted it together in different lengths. You loved your room. Good, Lori, I'm glad. And so she crocheted it in different lengths, and then she has one crochet here, and then she just tied it in the back, and it's super cute, and I really like it. I wore it yesterday and I really enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. Let me see if I can. I'm just trying to loosen this. Oh yeah, I loosened it. Do you feel loosey-goosey now? Here we go, a little bit like this. Just tighten it just a little bit. There we go. Okay. So, and I thought this morning when I was looking around my workspace, it's good to use fresh eyes to look at your workspace too. Okay, I'm going to sit up a little better. There we go. It's good to use fresh eyes because then, you can look around and see how other people see things. I think sometimes when we're in our space, we just start making little pods and making little piles, and we forget to look with fresh eyes to see how other people look at it. And I know Robin has been revamping her room, and so she's looking at it with fresh eyes, and it is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So I need to when I came home, my husband had the room all nice and neat and everything, and it was so refreshing to come home to a nice neat room. I really liked it. So anyway, I am enjoying this this scarf a lot. I really am. I don't know how it's going to turn out. Oh, and I think I just pulled. I guess I really wasn't intending to show anybody, so I had it ready to complete. I really wasn't sure, how it was going to turn out, but I think I'm going to really like it. And as you can see, it starts out with like tans, and then it goes to like a little bit darker, and then it goes to the mauve and rose. And the next color is going to be kind of like an antique white. And so I just think it's going to be really romantic looking. I kind of like it. It's not, in your face popping like the example picture showed, but it's still going to be pretty. So that's what I'm working on right now. I also wanted to show you when we went to Terry's yarn shop in Sevierville. It was just a surprise visit, and thank you, Lori. And Lori said she had such a wonderful time and got so much crocheting done. And so when we stopped at Terry's yarn shop, it was kind of an impromptu visit for us. We were like, oh, wait, we passed that shop. And I had passed that shop for years and kept intending to go in and visit. Never did until this trip, and I'm glad we did. The owner of the shop has been there since, well, for a long time. The shop has been open since the 80s. And then she took over as the owner. And as with any shop, um, when you don't get a lot of traffic, um, it can be a little bit disheartening. But she actually is very prolific in knitting, and so we all like a challenge. Yes. Well, some of us do. And yes, it's really pretty. It is pretty, Robin. I really like it. So anyway, Terry's shop, um, she's a prolific knitter. And when 2020 hit, she was holding, before 2020 hit, she was holding knitting groups and knitting classes where they would do a block of the month. And so she's written books, and she really just inspired me to, write down my patterns and just, not with anything that she said directly to me, but just with seeing what she had done. It was very inspirational to me. So I really enjoyed that. She showed us a ton of blocks that she had made. I mean, more than, a year's worth of blocks. I don't know how many she had in that stack, but it was quite a lot. And then she showed us a really beautiful Afghan that she had made, and which I showed a picture of it. She was holding it up, and it was just really gorgeous. Looked like flowers. And so while she didn't have a lot of yarn, just simply because of the season and her traffic and all of that, I did find some yarn that I have never had before. And I don't know if you call this patons or patons, but it's Canadiana yarn. And this is just a lovely color. Let me see if it'll come in. It's just a lovely color. It's called, um, oh, I saw the colorway in just a minute. It's called Pale Teal. And it's really beautiful. It's a little more on the bluer side than on the green side. So this teal, pale teal, to me, it even almost looks looks like not quite a country blue, but very close. And I really just fell in love with it. So this one is let's see, it's 100 grams, 3.5 ounces. It has 205 yards. So 200 yards will make a nice hat, and 400 yards will make robin egg color. Yeah, it's really pretty. It is pretty. And so 200 yards will make a really nice hat, and 400 will make a nice scarf to go with it. So I was thinking that that's what I would do. So I bought 3 skeins, and you know, sometimes when you go into those shops, um, you know, as a courtesy, just purchase a little bit of yarn to help our yarny friends out. Um, it's okay if you're not getting, a sale or a deal. Help them out a little bit. Give them a little bit of yarny love. So it's not going to hurt you. How many times do we go into Michael's or Hobby Lobby and we miss the sale and we buy anyway? you know? So this yarn was not expensive. It wasn't too expensive. It was $4.99. So I got 3 of them. And so for $15, I can make a hat and scarf set. And so I'm really happy with that. And it's soft yarn. It's really soft. It's a 4-weight yarn. And yeah, it's 100% acrylic. It says to use a USH hook. That's the recommended. Lori purchased a tatting book, and let's see what else. A tatting book and needle along with yarn. Yes. So, so she helped our friend, and our friend's name is actually Ava. She purchased the shop from Terry and kept the name. So her name is Ava, and she is just really, really, just a wonderful knitter. She does crochet too. And it was kind of fun because then we were, you know, in town in a different place, and we'd look over and I'm like, gosh, that mask, that face mask looks familiar. And just as I was thinking that, Lori goes, hey, Ava. And so in town, we already have And when you know yarn, you make friends everywhere. So that was kind of neat. We had just been in town, a day or two, and here we are making friends and seeing them all through town. So that was kind of fun. Yeah, we liked that. So another thing I wanted to show you, when we went to Moon Pie General Store, I should have filmed in that store, and I'm so sorry that I didn't. I don't think I did. I don't think I did because I was so excited just to go. And so Lori told a funny story about me on in the mountain, um, the Morning Mountain episode, with that store because of the staircase that goes straight down into the basement. And so anyway, for those of you that didn't see it, let me tell you this story. It was really cute. Um, so this is like a really big shop. It's in an older building, so the staircase went straight down, wooden stairs, um, concrete flooring down there. And I'm like, oh, those stairs just went straight down. And I was it just I was like, no, no, thank you. I have a I have a phobia of heights, and that one just made me like ah, feel a little bit of anxiety. And I was like, and I have never gone down in the basement, and this is my favorite store, and I have never once been down in the basement. And I mean, years and years and years, this has been my favorite store. And every time we go to Pigeon Forge, that's one of the stores that we always visit because they have such wonderful books and the people are so lovely. We just love them so much. And so anyway, Lori's like, come on, we got to go down. So she goes down. And I'm like, well, let me work on it a little bit. So I backed away and I was like trying to talk myself into it. And so then this lady starts walking down, and I told her, I said, um, my cousin Lori is probably going to think that you are me, and she's probably going to come running towards you. and and so I said, don't be afraid. She's just a little excited. And so then I hear from the nether regions of the basement, there's yarn. And I'm like, what? There's yarn down there? Why have they been keeping this a secret from me? Don't they know this is my favorite store? They should have told me when I first walked in. And they don't know me that well. So anyway, I'm like, okay, you can do this. The lady was like 5 steps in front of me. I'm like, she's doing it. I can do it. So I start clumping down and I'm like, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. The whole way down. So I made it down to the bottom, and I was glad I did because then we found some yarn, and it was $1.49 a skein, and it was the Vanna White hipster yarn, which is really a cool yarn. It feels really, really soft and neat, and we did show it to you in that episode. But what I didn't show you was a book that I bought. And down in the basement, now upstairs, they had some crafts. They had a craft section, and they had a couple crochet books, but none that really floated my boat. They had a lot of knitting books. What's up with that? So anyway, when we went down to the basement, the basement had a whole nother craft section, and that was like the bargain section, where all of the books that were bargain books. And so they had the yarn. We found the yarn, and then they had the books. And so I got this book, and let me see when it was printed. I don't even know. 2013. Okay, so it was printed in 2013, and it was only $3.99 for this book, and it's a pretty thick book. It has 166 pages, and it's a softback book. It's called Blueprint Crochet Sweaters, and so it says techniques for custom construction. So this hopefully is going to show me some techniques to create my own sweaters. And they have some really, really pretty sweaters in here. I mean, look at this one. Who would have thought of that, you know? But it looks like it's just, like a almost like a wrap. So I really like that one. Gosh, and they're just some really pretty ones. So I also like that they have charts, and they have, written instructions and beautiful photos to show everything off. And so for $3.99, I couldn't resist this book. I really couldn't. So anyway, that was a lot of fun. Um, oh, yeah. Okay, Maureen, you don't like heights and you don't do basements either. Yeah, I agree. Last one in and first one out. Yeah, for your storm shelter. Oh, yeah. I hope you don't ever need it again. I really do. I really do. I feel you. So, yeah, and it's really weird because I I didn't used to dislike basements. I grew up in a home that had basements, and everything was good, but you know, you never know. So anyway, well, guys, this is what I had to show you for today. It's just going to be a quick morning coffee and crochet. And as I was getting ready, I actually broke. I broke my. I don't even know where it came from. I broke a piece off of my. Oh, it's been a day. It's been a morning. I have to get my laptop working again. And then when I was putting my camera in the thing, then I have a little piece that fell off that I have to figure out. Oh, you like joining us on the. Oh, good. I'm so glad, Brenda. I'm so glad. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. It was really, really fun for us. It was really fun for us. And it was Lori's first time in Pigeon Forge. Obviously, she's been to Tennessee before, but more um, west of Nashville type place. And so this was her first time in Pigeon Forge, and she just really, I think she just really loved it too. And I absolutely loved showing off my favorite place in the world. And I really like the weather. Now we're in Florida, and I'm hot again. I'm so hot today. And so it was just really nice to be able to go outside on the porch and sit in the rocking chair and bare feet and no sweater on and sit there until I got cold. And I really enjoyed that. And so, oh, thanks. It will. It's just little technical glitches. Thanks, Robin. It's just little technical glitches that, what can you do? Oh, I went yesterday to get my taxes done. And as I'm sitting at the desk, not on the desk, but I'm sitting at the desk, and the lady is doing my taxes, and she gets up out of her chair to go into another room to do something or to fetch something. And this little poodle climbs from her chair. It was behind her back the whole time, and I didn't know it. And the poodle climbs up on the desk and comes over and says, hello. So I took a picture of her. Actually, her name is Gizmo. And that was a nice little surprise. I was like, well, what do you know? So it made the tax preparation process a little bit easier. I had a little therapy dog there. Not really, but anyway, she was cute. And it was a little surprise, and she just walked up on the desk like, she was just little tiny. She wasn't very large at all. So that was a surprise. I really like that. So guys, keep your eyes peeled for the block of the month. My apologies for not getting it up fast enough. Before I went on this trip, I was feeling really overwhelmed. I was very exhausted. I anxiety and depression had really started piling onto my head a little bit. And so I was really struggling. Every day was a struggle. And so much so that, I wanted to go on the trip, but I really didn't know if I had the energy to go on the trip because it was just really, my energy level was just really at a zero. And, but going on the trip and spending time with, you know, with my family, and um, just in, that small intimate setting. We were all girls, so, it was just a really relaxing trip. We did what we wanted when we wanted. Nobody had an agenda. I didn't have an agenda. Lori would ask me, "Okay, what are we doing today?" And I'm like, I don't know, whatever we feel like. What do we feel like doing? Let's just be relaxed." And so we did. We were relaxed the whole time. We did what we wanted. We enjoyed the sights. I went to the park a couple times to do the morning coffee and crochet, and then we went and fed the ducks, which I have to get that one edited and put up so that you can see. Well, I keep saying the ducks, but there were only 2 ducks there. Most of them were geese and pigeons. But that's okay because we like to feed them too. But anyway, we just had a really good time and it was so relaxing. And so I came back tired, but a different tired. This was tired from doing things and from engaging in nature and from meeting new people and just, from being creative with Lori. And Lori came with a whole lot of things to do. We didn't have time to do half the things that she wanted. And good morning, Nikki. Good morning. I'm so glad to see you this morning. And so, anyway, um, you know, we just had so much fun and so much to do and so much relaxation. And yeah, laughing always helps. Yes. And you're right, Robin. You can never get too much laughter. You can never get too much laughter. And we were channeling you the whole time we were there. And so next time we're going to have to pick a time when you don't have an anniversary, you don't have a kitchen that you're remodeling, and so much. I knew that your life was so busy. So anyway, we're gonna plan something well enough in advance so that we can get together, and maybe just the three cousins get together and you know just have a good time. So hey, Kathy, how are you? It's good to see you. Good to see you. So anyway, and thank you, Robin, for holding down the fort while we were in Tennessee, because I know our Facebook page was a little active, and when you don't get signal and you can't, get signal at the cabin, and it's very like intermittent, and it's just for like seconds at a time. Hey, homespun. Yeah. Oh, it's that unmotivated. Yes. And so I was able to recharge, and I came home feeling tired, but a different kind of tired, but I came home feeling fantastic and motivated. So I hope that that sticks around. We got home Wednesday at, a little after 5. Yesterday I had a busy day, and yesterday I just tried to keep busy all day. So that way, I'm trying to keep up the momentum and, and keep going. So anyway, let's see how that works, right? And so this one, I'll tell you the name of it again. This is it starts out with a circle motif, and then it goes to half circle motifs. And I'll tell you the name of it again. And this is a Yarn Inspirations, Karen, Simply Soft. Not Simply Soft, it's Karen Cotton Cakes. And this is what it will look like when it's done. And it is called Calico Flowers Crochet Scarf. And if you look that up, I know that you'll be able to find that online. So guys, I hope that you have a great Friday. I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I have quite a few videos that I have to get uploaded, and I will get them uploaded. And we're going to have a good rest of the month. And we're almost into April. There's some birthdays and anniversaries in April that I'm going to be celebrating. So, oh yeah, Maureen. Yes, every day. And do something that allows you to focus on yourself for a change. Oh, thank you, Maureen. That's really sweet of you to say that. And I feel really, really, I feel really motivated now to keep doing that and keep that routine changed up and not get in a rut, because that's what I had done, before this happened. I kind of allowed myself to just feel, you know, get in a rut and just, not be excited about anything. We all need to have something in our life that gets us excited. And so I had like been working to finish some projects, and that was motivation. But then when they were done, I kind of felt a little lost. Okay, what next? What next? So anyway, I'm really excited to the tour guide. I loved being your tour guide, Lori, and I love being anybody's tour guide when it comes to Tennessee, and the Pigeon Forge area. It is one of my favorites. I will give you little random things like, oh, this gas station right here has the best hot dogs because they wrap their buns are individually wrapped, and it's all clean. And yeah, it's fun. Thank you. Thank you. We had a lot of fun. I wore myself down. Lori, Lori's energy just keeps going and going and going. The cinnamon bun, Nikki, did you see the size of that cinnamon bun? Oh my goodness, I did not get a cinnamon bun, and my buns are probably thanking me right now. Oh, because if I had gotten one, I would have to get two, right? To even it out. I have to have equal buns. Anyway, I didn't get a cinnamon bun, but I did get one of their brisket sandwiches. And let me tell you, that was delicious. It was so delicious. Oh my goodness. So, anyway, thank you. Oh, thank you, Robin. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. I love sharing fun places with people. So, anyway, all right, guys, I'm going to let you go. Yes, that's where the crochet retreat is going to be. Did you see that big park? And I'm going to show you the ducks and the geese. I'm going to get that finished uploading. I was working on that last night and editing that. So, I know that you don't want to watch like 30 minutes of just ducks and geese. So I'm trying to edit the good parts, the parts where they were cute, or where the little geese were like going, head down in the water, and their little tail feathers were wiggling up top while they were like trying to get the corn in the water and stuff like that, and just fun stuff. And then show our moms, and just have a little bit of fun. So I'm going to finish that and get that edited and get that up first thing, and then I'm working on the rest of what I need to work on. And so anyway, have a great day. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. And, get out and write homespun. Get out and spend a little bit of time in nature, even if it's just sitting on your front porch, even if it's in the city, even if it's sitting on the balcony, or if it's just walking down the street. Just get outside and feel the air. Hopefully, you're having some cool air today, unless you're really wanting some sun. And then hopefully, you get some sun. I hope that it's the perfect day for you, whatever it is that you want. So I'll see you on Monday for the morning coffee and crochet live on Monday. And you're getting rain. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, that's a good time to put your feet up and crochet and listen to the rain, and get a hot cup of tea and enjoy yourself, or a hot cup of coffee, and just enjoy the sound of the rain. So anyway, I'll see you on Monday, and I hope that you have a great weekend. Stay safe, be kind, and let's get hooking. And I'm going to get hooking, and I'm going to have some fun things to show you on Monday. So bye, guys. Thanks for joining me.